Hey, you guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Your girl is back. Y'all already know what is about to go on. If you haven't been here already, welcome to DreViews. I am doing musical interviews on my channel. I love meeting new people, and I have met some amazing people along the way on this journey. I appreciate all of the support that I have gotten from those who have been checking out the previous DreViews. If you haven't, pause right here, go back to the previous ones, and then come back to this one. But welcome in, welcome in. I'm going to be reviewing artists all across the United States, and who knows, maybe one day, maybe even the world, Craig, the world, okay? But you guys, make sure you put hashtag music is life in the chat. I want to see hashtag music is life in the chat. I want it lit up like y'all have never lit it up before, okay? And without further ado, today's topic is Davis Chris. You guys, this artist that I saw on Instagram, he's all over, but I first saw him on Instagram. He has some fire for days, okay? He is like a Casanova, okay? Like he literally, I don't want to get into too much detail. I'm so excited about this artist that I have backstage. But he has his hands in music, and he has talent like none other. And I cannot wait for you guys to get to see who this is but on my backstage, you guys, I am going to play some music. You guys already know what to do. If you like what you hear, drop the fire emoji as well in the chat, and let's get this thing popping. This is the fourth installment of DreViews, you guys. Let's go.
They say one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, I'm back off of the dust, yeah, nigga, finna apply that pressure. Your ex nigga, don't forget about him. Body look like it need a poundage on the G-spot when I was bouncing. Now you smell like a player. I got different perspectives. Yeah, I hope you get the message. Because I'm straightforward and I'm pretty blunt. I know what you really want. Someone you can love, oh yeah. Naturally, I'm just that guy. Naturally, I'm on a high. Naturally, I don't know why. Naturally, if I just jump off my roof, you might say that I'm naturally fly. I'm joking, but when I was down on my luck and I ain't give a fuck, I was suicide. My excuses were so useless, but now I'm thugging on niggas like Michael Jordan. I'm important. Yo, chick call me when she horny, cause you boring. Like her last. Let me talk to you.
You guys, you don't even have to say it. When I say this ain't even a 0.1% of the talent that I have backstage. Y'all ain't ready. Make sure you drop music is life and fire emojis for that fire that you just heard. That is not even the beginning. But without further ado, I am going to bring Davis Chris to the front of the stage, you guys.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
How are you?
Howdy, howdy. I'm in character today, y'all. Don't judge me. I'm in character. Got a record coming out, country, cowboy, blues, rock and roll. I'm in character right now. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yes, I love it. And I will tell you that I have a lot of people in my chat that love country music as well. So you're going to fit right. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. Okay. And
Amen.
without further ado, the first thing I want to ask you is, for those who do not know who you are, outside of what I just gave them, the little snippet of talent that I just showed for them, Can you give your signature introduction and then tell us where your name originated from?
Man, what's going on, man? It's your boy Davis Chris, recording artist, producer, songwriter, engineer. I'm originally from Houston, Texas. Know what I'm saying? Shout out H-Town, you feel me? But yeah, man, I've just been blessed and fortunate to, have made a lot of music, worked with a lot of people, and had a lot of fun and been able to just, create captivating, dope, interesting, creative, different, kind of art. And I'm thankful for that. So I appreciate everybody taking the time to, listen to me tell my story and, chop it up with you. So I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much for that. So, can you tell us where your name originated from?
Oh, so I was in the United States Navy, Hooyah Navy, for 4 years. And on your badge, it says Davis. It says your last name on it. And then on the deeper meaning, I just kind of ended up saying to myself, I represent my last name being my family. I represent my mom, my dad, and my sister. Before myself, just selflessness. You know what I mean? So that's why I go by Davis Chris.
That makes sense. Your name is definitely your legacy. So that makes so much sense. And you said you originally came from Houston, Texas. Did you relocate for music?
So I had this crazy dream, and I actually posted on my Facebook back in 2010, I think. I said, I'm going to get to Hollywood. That's all I said. I'm going to get to Hollywood. And then I figured if I do 4 years in the Navy, I could get transferred to San Diego. And then from there, I'd move up to Hollywood. And that's exactly what I did. I live in Atlanta now, but before here, I lived in the greater Los Angeles, Long Beach, Whittier, and I lived in North Hollywood for 6 years. So, I joined the Navy, did my 4 years, and I went to school in Hollywood as well. Shout out LA Film School. And then, I was in LA for about 6 years, and then I moved to Atlanta 2 years ago.
That is powerful. You know what? I'm an advocate for writing your dreams down, especially when they're super clear. So I definitely get that. I write down all of my clear dreams because it always is some manifestation of where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing. So I'm so glad that you said that.
Amen.
Definitely moved on it.
No, I was saying amen. I'm just thankful that, I had a vision and I was able to, do this and do that and execute my dream and make it come true.
That's amazing. Okay. So my next question is, where do you fall in the music industry? And what I mean by that is, would you say that would you categorize yourself as strictly a beat maker, a songwriter, a singer, a producer? Where do you fall in the music?
I would say, because I get people like to, they got to have some point of reference. I get that. But like Pharrell, Pharrell got songs as an artist that he's done well on. But we know him as a producer, writer, all around creative. But, he has stuff as an artist as well. And that's, humbly what I am, because I think being an artist is a privilege, getting music out there that people, stop and take their time to listen to, absorb your creative content. I think that's a blessing. That's not something that should be taken lightly. And I'm thankful, I'm appreciative of any and everybody who, takes the time to listen to my music as an artist, So, yeah, I would say Pharrell, like Timberland, for sure. Yeah, but an artist first. If I couldn't do anything, I was going to be an artist. And ironically, I think I've had the most success as an artist. I've made the most money as an artist, actually. So I'm thankful for that.
That's amazing. And you named some heavy hitters. You said Timberland and Pharrell. Okay.
Yeah, and Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson. Those like my idols. You feel me? The big dogs. And then I got one from Houston. I have one obscure pick, Paw Wall from Houston, Texas. Y'all know Paw Wall. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you feel me? But yeah, Paw Wall. And the Dream, I like the Dream too. Yeah.
I love the Dream.
Yeah, Dream is dope because he's very unapologetic. He like very much himself. He gonna tell it like it is. You can tell in the lyrics and the songs and just his personality. Dream is who he is. I think Terrius Nash is his real name, but yeah, he's himself for sure.
Yeah, you named some people. You gave throwbacks and some heavy hitters. Literally, they have been in the game for a long time. That's why I'm cheesing. I'm like, oh wow, I'm impressed.
Right.
So, how long have you been composing music? How long have you been?
So I'm celebrating 10 years this past January. I've been doing music for 10 years. My very first single I dropped back in 2013. It was called Face Only. That was my very first introduction. And I have a kind of weird, ironic story. You hear like the struggle story of, back at first, when I first started, my beats were da-da-da. Then I say this humbly with gratitude and thankfulness to God, but my very first song was a hit. Got it on the radio in Houston and a station called 99.9 The Beat in Albuquerque, New Mexico. and I had the music video on MTV. Somebody called me. I was in the Navy too. Somebody called me. Was like, "Hey, bro, you got a music video that's on MTV?" And they called me. And they told me I felt like I was just the man. I felt like I was the man. I was like, I got a music video on MTV. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm the man. I thought I was just on, but I realized there's a lot more that goes into making it or, elevation in your career than just one song, and that's one thing I kind of pride myself on being prolific and productive in that way. Y'all know the artist Russ, the rapper Russ? Yeah, I think he dropped a song every week for a year and a half, and his catalog got hundreds of records, and so does mine. So I believe in, the more the merrier kind of thing,
Yeah, you hit the ground running. That's a good humble brag, but that's a brag to say the least. Like what?
Man. But aside from that, I think I'm fortunate and thankful and blessed that God kind of tapped me on my shoulder and said, yes. Like I kind of knew exactly what I was supposed to be doing from jump. I didn't have to find it, didn't have to search. Like he was like, yeah, like this is what you're supposed to be doing. I'm thankful for that confirmation early on. I think that's the bigger part than the stuff that happened, because that's neither here nor there, really. It ain't, it's cool, but I think the affirmation, just the confirmation of what I want to do is more important to me.
That's a breath of fresh air. That's always good. It's always good that you keep yourself open to hear him, and when you hear his voice and you just move on it. Because some people struggle with moving on. I struggled in my 20s, but now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, oh no, I'm waiting on God. When he tell me, let me go. And so, and then working through the nerves. Do you get nerves? Did you get nerves to begin with that first?
No, I kind of always been like out of my mind. I kind of been a nutcase from jump. And I don't know, I think I think too, because I've hit rock bottom a few times. I didn't struggle. I've had I didn't taken my fair share of L's, you feel me? So I'm kind of just like, man, whatever, especially now. I'm thankful that, my place in the life now, my life is in a place now where it's like, man, whatever, bro, just be yourself. People will like it, some won't, just keep rocking. So I ain't really tripping, really. And I'm thankful for that.
Say that. Y'all drop the fire emojis, because listen, let me tell you something. If I know my chat the way I know my chat, people gonna be like, say that, dropping fire emojis, come on with it. I'm loving everything that you're saying right now. I'm just trying to keep myself focused because this is amazing.
Yeah, I'm thankful.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying I'm thankful. I done been humbled. Yes. I done been sat down a few times. You feel me?
Yes. Look, that sit down is real. Okay. So this is needless to say, but I definitely want to ask, do you write and produce your own music, or do you have a team? Well, do you have a team?
Man, I write and produce all my own music. I write and produce for other artists as well. I have a production company called DFD that I run with my business partner, Shane Foster, my bro, Shane Foster. We have a few artists signed to us. Shout out Chevy, shout out Lexus Brand, shout out King Pablo, shout out Natalis, shout out Jason, and shout out Ayana. These are my artists that I work with, and I produce and write their albums and engineer their music as well.
I'm so amazed. I'm like, okay. I'm amazed. Okay. So I know you identify with R&B, blues, and gospel. Is this, and I think you probably already answered this, but is this your target audience? People who listen to these genres?
Yeah, I would say my target audience is probably in the urban space for sure. Urban, a little country, a little blues. I'm kind of expanding the brand, this stage of my career, because I don't know, I just got a little bored with just a typical, just like R&B. I got like a little bored, It's like because I do covers, like once you done covered every artist and done, all the R&B hits, it's kind of like, man, what else is out there, And I'm the type of person who I find comfort in being a novice and sucking at something, being a beginner at something, and then the journey for me to get better, I enjoy that. I feel like that puts, I feel like that helps make me a better man, a better person. And I think overcoming adversity really is just the name of the game, and anything and everybody who's ever been great, How much will you endure? How much will you sacrifice? And will you, keep punching the bag, keep fighting to get better? So I ain't tripping, because I know I'll figure it out eventually. I ain't tripping. It'll suck right now, but I'll be back tomorrow. You feel me? I'm gonna come back tomorrow. You feel me?
Yes, it's always tomorrow. Y'all look, hold on, pause. We're gonna do something new. Can we do hashtag I ain't tripping? Hashtag I ain't tripping, because that's how we need to live life, literally pushing past that comfort zone. Because if you stay in that box, you're gonna always be there. You literally have to take that first step. And when I tell you, I love that. Hashtag I ain't tripping. Never done that before, but put that in the chat, please.
Yeah,
that was something. You said something there. Okay. So, who are your influences to do what you do? Do you have an artist that influences you, musician, family, or a life experience that has influenced you to go in the direction that you have?
So I'll take it something different than music, right? When I was 4 years old, I saw the movie Aladdin. Right, Aladdin with Robin Williams, the Aladdin, Prince Ali, fabulous, he Ali Ababa. Back in the day, right? And I was so just mesmerized. My hat keep tripping, my hat falling apart. I was so mesmerized by it. I went home and I set up blankets and pillows on the couch, set up my mom and dad's camera, and I reenacted the whole thing, the entire movie as a 4-year-old. That's how they knew, and I knew, and God knew. This little motherfucker crazy. Like, he gonna do. I'm sorry. Can I cuss on here? Can I cuss on here?
Can I cuss on here? I'll let you see who they are.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I know I was born for this. Like, I'm really an actor. Really, I just happen to do music. I'm really an actor. But yeah. So that's my biggest influence. The movie Aladdin was my biggest influence. And actually, before I did music, I used to dance and step, like stomp the yard, clickety clack clack, the whole thing. And then I danced. And then in college, I did a stage play with my bro Will and Onam. I did a stage play in college called Undergrad the Musical. So my other influence is a guy named Lin. I think it's Lin-Manuel Miranda. He did In the Heights and he did Hamilton. I'm sorry I'm butchering his name, but that was another influence. And then there's a battle rapper named Charlie Clips from New York. He used to do like the freestyle battles and Murder Mook and Sirius Jones. And the thing I liked about that, I learned what MC stands for. That's Master of Ceremony, right? Basically, in a room of 50, are you that guy or not? You feel me? When you speak and you do your thing, is everybody going to stop, look, and watch and, absorb what you talking about, what you doing? That's what a Master of Ceremony is. Jay-Z is an MC. Nas is an MC. Lil Wayne is an MC. Chris Brown is an MC. Usher is an MC. MJ, Beyonce, shout out my beautiful black queens. Beyonce is a MQ. MC, a Master of Ceremony.
Yeah.
I was thinking King, but yeah. But so yeah, Charlie Clips, and then musically, I would say Timberland for sure, Pharrell, Quincy Jones, Paul Wall from Houston, Texas, like I said, representing. And then I would say Michael Jackson from an artist standpoint, easily Michael Jackson. It's not even close. Because I think him being so expressive and so emotional and so just electric is just insane. It's just insane to me. It's just like something out of this world. Like, I've never seen anybody like that ever. So yeah, I would say MJ. Yeah.
Yes. Again, you can tell, you can feel. I can feel the passion. I can feel the passion through the screen. I can feel just all of it, everything that you're saying, and definitely an MC commanding the room. Okay, you guys, if y'all feel it. Like I said, keep dropping music is life, because music is definitely life for you. I feel it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yes. With that, wait, do you have any siblings? Did you have siblings that watched this show that you put on?
I have an older sister, Crystal, aka Mubby, my sister Crystal. Yeah, she was very influential in my upbringing. She was very I wouldn't say strict, but just, really cared about her baby bro and was really trying to make sure I was on the right path. She didn't have a problem checking me or getting me in line or, I'm going to tell mom. She had no problem doing anything. But yeah, I love my sister to death. She's a Spanish teacher in Houston, Texas. But yeah, I'm very proud of my sister. I love my sister to death. And yeah, she's been instrumental. Just my upbringing as a man, as a human, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And with that, so I got to prepare you. I don't think I warned you beforehand. I'm very corny sometimes. And I have corny game show music because we are working our way into our first game time. Ready?
No, it's all good. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, it's not. Wait, there you go. Okay. I like the way you're dancing with me. Okay, you didn't leave me hanging.
Not at
Definitely
all.
pass the vibe check. Put the green checks in the chat, you guys. Okay, so the first game is this or that. You get to choose this or that and tell us why. I'm going to give you two options of things and just tell us what you choose and why, and then I'll answer after you.
Okay.
So the first question, I'm going to give you a few music questions and a few random questions.
Okay.
And they're going to be mixed up. Okay, the first one is, would you rather dine in or do takeout?
Dine in.
Okay, why would you choose to dine in?
Because I like to just sit there. I don't like the distance from wherever you at to get home. The food might get cold, the consistency. Because I'm kind of a chef myself now. So I'm really big into textures and flavors. And you know, like grits, they get, you know, a little harder after you've, you know, if you travel for 20 minutes. So for me,
They definitely
I want to eat it. I want to eat it right there. And I like to absorb the ambiance of places and the experience for sure.
Yes, and I chose to do dine in as well. The older I get, the younger me, I'm like, oh, let me get it and go. But the older I get, I'm like, let me sit in. I want to dress up. I want to look nice. I want to enjoy the moment, enjoy everything around me, in front of me, everything, and the food. So definitely sitting in, dining in.
Amen.
So this is a. I know that you are very busy. I'm pretty sure you are very busy working with different artists, doing your own thing with your music and everything. So put your mindset in the frame of getting business calls.
Okay.
Would you rather take all of your business calls in a small Superman phone booth? Or would you rather only be able to handle your business via text?
Oh, text, because you can text and I can multitask and do other things. When people hold me hostage and they're talking to me, I gotta sit there and listen to them, and I can't do anything else. Because think about it, the majority of the way I make money, live my life, what's fun for me, it requires me listening. I can text and still be recording a song. I can be mixing a song, making a beat, and still be texting somebody. You know, and what I've learned in business, it behooves us all to be as concise, direct, and to the point as possible. Sometimes people don't get that, and they will on and on. Like, get to the point, bro. What are you trying to say? Hurry up! I got stuff to do. I got a life to live. You know, so definitely texting. Yeah, but I mean, I still love people. I don't mean to be like, you know, standoffish or like I'm too good for people. It's just I'm a busy motherfucker. I be doing shit. You feel me? I got a lot of shit to do. I ain't got time to take time. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my answer.
Yep. So, so I don't know. I couldn't. So I don't know. I'm old school in the way that I like to talk and I want to hear what you got to say. But then it's just like the texting is easier. Like you said, I can do multiple things at one time. And then sometimes I will get the case of the nerves and I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to talk. Let's just text me, and we can get it on out. But the next question is, would you rather? So we know you sing. So would you rather sing the spelling of your name before every conversation, or would you want to play a jingle before every conversation? So you got to break out and playing a jingle before every conversation.
Probably play the piano because I play the piano as well. Probably play the piano. I think that would be kind of fun. I probably would sing while I play the piano. DAVIS CHRIS David.
It's a combination.
Oh yeah.
It's a combination. I'm not like I try to sing on my channel. It is definitely not on your level at all.
It's within all of us. It just has to be brought out. I specialize in vocals. Like when I record people and do my music, vocals are like, you know, I think that's kind of sort of, we remember vocals. You don't remember drum patterns to song. Do you know the drum pattern in Thriller? You know what type of hi-hat was in Thriller? Do you know the bass line melody? Of course you probably not. A musician that is a nerd and studies the shit might, but the average person does not know really any of the elements of a song except maybe like the chords, maybe, but the top line melody for sure. Because if I go dun 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 dun, you know I'm singing Billie Jean. Billie Jean is not my. You know I'm singing that. You don't know the bass line or the instruments or none of that. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. My bad.
If y'all don't hear the passion in this man, if y'all do not hear the passion in it, put the music is life. Music is your life. I'm telling you, I can feel it. I hear it. You know that. Look, you know the beats in the back. I know you know that. I wouldn't pay attention to that. That was good. I didn't even think about that. I didn't want to torture nobody with singing my name, because sometimes it'll be a hit or a miss. It might sound good one day. The next day it'll sound like doves crying. But would you rather, the next question, thank you so much for that too. Would you rather be in a starring role? So I saw that you said you choreographed a lot of the step shows in college. So I grabbed this. I studied some step shows. You did a post about a step show or something. So you got to add something.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. So this question, this or that is, would you rather be in a starring role on Stump the Yard, like the shows that you have choreographed, or would you rather be on You Got Served? Think about the two different.
Stomp the Yard for sure. I used to step first. Stomp the Yard for sure. We about to do it like Stomp the Yard for sure. That's why I used to get down. Look now. I used to get down. You hear me? Ask about me. They know me. They know Chris Davis. I used to go by Chris Davis back then. They know me. I'm a legend. They know me. I choreographed step show routines for alphas, for AKs. I did SG roles. I done who else I do? I do deltas. I done did I think I did Qs. I did the Q. I can't remember if I did the Qs, but yeah, man, I choreographed step shows for all the frags and sororities on campus, man, as a civilian. Because I would like that. Some people are like that. I'm like that. It's a difference. I'm like that. Okay. Come on, man. I'm like that.
Okay, you got me cracking up. See, okay, pause. Y'all, now listen. I act a fool on my channel. Listen, y'all. This is like, it makes me feel watered down, you guys. So listen, his energy is contagious. I'm like, look, I'm not the only one out here to be acting a fool, okay?
I'm like that. I'm really like that. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm like that.
Stop laughing.
Yeah. I'm not like that. I'm like that.
Like that. You like, wait a minute. Don't start me.
I'm for real, baby. I'm for real. I'm crazy, man. Come on. I'm crazy.
I'm trying. Look, takes one to know one.
Hey, man, I'm with it.
The next one. Oh, God. Would you rather binge watch TV all day or binge watch movies all day?
Do I like movies or TV better? I think TV because it's longer, because there's more episodes. 8 episodes that are hour long is 8 hours versus a 2-hour movie where things got to be condensed. I think I might like TV better. And some of the TV shows I've really been into are Snowfall. Shout out Franklin Saint, Damson Idris. What else? I really liked. I like You with Joe Goldberg. That was on Netflix. And what else did I really love? Oh, there's a show called Terminal List with Chris Pratt, the dude that is in Garden of the Galaxy. It's called Terminal List. That's probably one of the top 3 series I've ever watched. He's like a Navy SEAL and he like getting revenge, killing motherfuckers. It's like my favorite. He liked that, but yeah, he really liked that.
And so I couldn't choose because I used to watch TV, and then when I started working, I'm a busybody. I try my best to watch movies. My mama always be like, check this on Netflix. I got a subscription I pay for. My mama watch it. Okay. I can't watch it. And so I would choose to binge watch. I do got some movies on there that I do like. I mean, shows. If my attention is able to sustain that long, I will watch TV shows. And the one that I was watching recently, I saw You. I watched the first season of You. Unpopular opinion, I haven't watched Snowfall yet.
You crazy?
Do not jump on me in the chat. Don't jump on me in the chat. I feel like everybody watches Snowfall. I watched what's the one? Manifest. I haven't even
Okay.
gotten past season 1 of Manifest. I'm on like episode 7 or 8. I'm that bad at watching shows, but I would choose watching shows. Okay, so again, did my research on you. I saw that you cook. I'm glad you mentioned that earlier. I saw you cook, and I didn't want to say nothing, but this this or that. I was look. I be looking. I look, search for everything. I dig in the crevices. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you. All right, then. I'm trying to tell you.
So the question is, would you rather have shrimp with every meal? Or would you rather have scallops with every meal?
Oh, shrimp, my favorite food. I eat shrimp all the time.
Okay.
I'm a pescatarian. I don't eat meat or chicken no more. I'm
Really?
pescatarian. Yeah.
How long have you been
pescatarian? I've been pescatarian by 2-3 years now. Yeah, I had to let it go. I had to let it go. Yeah. The shrimp for sure.
My chat about to jump on me. They gonna throw me under the bus with this unpopular opinion again. Look at your face. You ready for it? Unpopular opinion. I might be the only person in this world that don't eat shrimp.
Oh, really?
I don't eat shrimp. I don't eat shrimp. The thing, so my reasoning is I don't like the way it looks.
Okay.
It just don't look right to me. It looks. I don't like the way it looks, and it's a texture thing too. That's like calamari. I tried calamari one time. I don't like the texture. I don't like it. So you sliding off the screen. Y'all don't jump on me in the chat. But
calamari crazy.
You said what?
Calamari crazy.
Have you had it before?
Yeah, and I was like, I couldn't handle it. It was nasty to me.
I would choose scallops for sure.
Okay, yeah, I like scallops too. Scallops are very nutritional, very healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the next question. So I've been looking at you. I've been digging. So this question is a random one, kind of music meshed together. Would you rather go on a red carpet barefoot or with the ugliest shoes ever?
Oh, baby, I'm from Houston, Texas. I lived the first 5 years of my life barefoot. I won't go on a red carpet barefoot. But what it really signifies to me as a man, it just says that I'm really in control of my life. I don't give a fuck anymore. I really don't care. I'm just doing me. You know what I mean? Some people do this and they do that. Bro, I do me. Okay? You can do you. I'm gonna do me. Okay, dude? Like, I don't want to fucking do what they do. I just want to do me, bro. So yeah, I will go barefoot easily, easily, and make a moment from the shit though. But yeah, you saw that barefoot motherfucker on the red carpet. That motherfucker will fly like that. He like that.
He definitely would like that.
He like that. He's not like that. He's not like that. He like that. Yeah, for sure. Barefoot.
I chose. I can't do no ugly shoes. I ain't gonna lie. I might do barefoot too. I can't do no ugly. I got a lot of shoes. Of course, every woman does. I can't do no ugly shoes.
Okay, what are you gonna do? It's okay.
I would definitely do barefoot, but I would be probably the shortest person out there without any shoes on. Like, but yeah.
No, it's all good. You doing you.
Staying in my lane, a professional stayer in my laner. Okay.
Amen.
The next one is: would you rather wear overalls to the most overalls? I know you know what overalls are, to the most important business meeting of your life, or hoochie daddy shorts? He ain't nothing but a hoochie daddy, humpback hoochie daddy.
I actually like overalls. It kind of it's like a kind of a relaxed kind of, like I ain't tripping. The business meeting probably for me anyway. You heard the meeting for me. What we meeting for? Me probably. So I'll wear what I want. The meeting for me, I'm gonna wear what I want. So yeah, I'll wear overalls.
Overalls with the cowboy hat. Boom.
And see, my thighs are real thick. I got like some real strong, muscular. I used to play football and run track kind of thighs. So hoochie daddy shorts, it might not. That's too much. That's too much. It's too much. All right, hide your mama, hide your auntie. Don't let your auntie come around me. You understand? Because you know I got some thighs. They thick. Thunder thighs gonna bring lightning. You understand? So let's do the overall. Let's just keep it safe. Keep it PG-13. PG-13. 13 because I'm lightning. PG-13. And just do the overall.
God. Y'all hashtag like that. I'm like that in the chat. You literally changing all the rules. Okay, trendsetter. Hashtag because I'm like that. In the
Come on now.
Light it up. Oh my God. I can see you light a room up. Okay. The next question is, you looking like I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying. Okay. The next question is, would you choose, I feel like it's a given, but I might be wrong. Would you choose to go sightseeing? Would you rather do sightseeing or would you rather shop? Just shopping.
Well, if I'm shopping, what's the budget? Do I have a budget?
No budget. Sightseeing, no budget shopping. I know.
Of course. Well, you know what? Actually,
he said, of
it
course.
might be sightseeing because I found because being in the Navy, I've been to Dubai, I've been to Athens, Greece, I've been to Italy, and ate pizza at the Leaning Tower of Pisa and paid with my Visa. You okay? Okay, like it's like a real thing. Okay, and the girl I was sitting with, her name was Teresa. Okay, and the lady that served us, her name was Lisa. Okay, so let's just back it on up there. But I think the experiences are the more enriching, enlightening part of our life and our journey on Earth as humans. I think seeing all the beautiful architecture and geographical places on Earth are probably more beautiful and gonna mean more when you're 100 years old versus some fucking clothes. Clothes are fucking here and there. So I want to go see shit. Yeah, I think go sightseeing. But overseas though, foreign shit. I done been damn near everywhere in the U.S. So overseas for sure.
So I got some more unpopular opinion. These people y'all gonna jump on me in the chat. Oh, you might jump through the screen like, what is shaking me? Look, shake me right, okay? Listen. Hear me out like that little boy. Listen, Linda, honey. Listen, you're not listening to me. I've had my passport for 5 years and I have not one stamp in my passport. Like my 20s, I lived in fear, so I didn't like going a lot of places. And as I moved towards in my 30s or whatever, and I'll be 32 next month, I've been traveling more. I've been to a lot, of course, southern states, and of course, Texas, like all of the southern states I've been to. I just haven't been western states, northern states, and I have a best friend that has been everywhere, and she has invited me to every trip. Overseas, I just wouldn't go. But now I'm like, okay, I'm ready. So I would choose sightseeing for sure. Ask me what was wrong with me in my 20s. Fear was driving me. Moving out of the fear side, I am allowing myself to go ahead and take these opportunities because life is short. So I will do sightseeing and clothing. I have so much clothes that I don't even wear, brand new stuff. And I've thought about downsizing. I think it's an art in downsizing. Like, you don't need all of this stuff sometimes. Like, it doesn't dictate who you are or what status you are. None of that. Growing up, I didn't have that much, so I collected it all. But now it's just like downsizing might be the thing for me. But to answer the question, I would choose sightseeing because now I have been branching out and, moving around or whatever, doing what I wasn't doing in my 20s. So, but I like your answer.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a music question. I don't know if you know who she is. I know you know who the other one is. But would you choose to listen to Yeba? She's a West Memphis, Arkansas artist. Have you heard of her?
I know Yeba.
Come on now.
Evergreen.
Put the green checks in the chat. Pass the vibe check, okay? Yeba or Adele? Would you rather do it? No, not listen to. Would you rather do a duet with Yeba or Adele? Them some heavy.
I mean, Adele's legendary. Shout out to Adele. She's great, but I would definitely work with Yeba because
Yes.
we just, her creativity and how dynamic her vocal is just insane. I think she is one of those people who you can really tell she's very passionate, been doing it for a long time, and she doesn't take herself too seriously. It's just like, hey, I'm just singing songs, just doing what I love. It's not a big deal. And I like people that are humble and kind of sort of, can play it, can chill, because the industry is full of people who are proud and big ego and all that, but people who like, I just like making music. Let's just do something cool. I like people like that because that's the type of attitude I've tried to maintain now. Let me just make music that I like. It ain't got to be a bragging contest.
Let's speak that into existence for you. I think that would be great. Y'all, let's speak that into, let's touch and agree. Let's speak that into existence for him because definitely that'll be dope. That would be so dope. That would be so dope. I'll be looking out for that. Mark, you heard it here first. Mark it. So, Yeba and Davis Chris on the track. Okay. And with that, we are done with the first game time. Okay. Now, how old were you? This is the biggest question. Everybody hashtag music is life in the chat. How old were you when you realized that music was life?
Oh, 4. When I watched Aladdin for the first time, because the music in it kind of inspired and influenced me too. I was 4. I'm telling you, I watched the movie, I was just like the whole time. I was just mesmerized. I'd never seen anything that cool before. Mm-hmm. So for sure, I was 4. For sure. For sure.
Come on now. Okay. So what or who gives you motivation to keep pushing? If you ever find yourself in a down, like who or what pushes you to keep going?
I think my family acronym is MACK, M-A-C-K. That stands for Michael, my father, the great Michael Davis. Alexis is my mama. I'm Chris, obviously, and Crystal with a K, special K like the cereal, is my sister. I think the 3 of them kind of motivate me because they've really helped shape and mold the man I am today. I owe a lot to them. They've inspired me in various, intricate, unique ways. Each of them have. And, I kind of sort of, and I understand the lineage that I come from and the legacy that I hope to build is one that they have built for their lives. So I realize I got, it's a little bit more riding on my life. I feel like I ain't just really out here just willy nilly. Like I got some things that I really care about deeply.
Yeah, you blowing me away.
I'm living for something bigger than myself, because my ultimate goal is immortality. Mm-hmm. And when I say that, people be confused. What you mean immortal? You trying to be Benjamin Button? No, the immortality meaning I want something I do to last, 1,000 years after I'm gone. Think about MJ. He's immortal. Prince is immortal. You know what happened in 1814? You know who wrote a very famous song in 1814? Do you know who it was?
Name somebody.
I'll give you a hint. They sing it at every national or every major sporting event.
Oh, you talking about the national anthem.
And his name was Francis Scott Key. He wrote the Star Spangled Banner in 1814. And think about it. We're singing that song almost, 200 plus years later. He's immortal. Happy Birthday was written by 2 females, I think, back in like 1910, 1920, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we've been singing that song for 100 years. We're probably going to keep singing it. I want something I do to last that long, God willing,
You blowing me away. Listen, and you know what? Divine intervention, divine setting. I always can relate in some kind of way, and it just confirms and grounds me in my YouTube. And what you said that resonated with me just now was you want something that is you want to be able to create something that is immortal. It's gonna outstand you when you gone, long gone. And I always tell people on my channel, it's motivation to keep going and to have resilience. And I said something that I said, even if it's small, like a mustard seed, something that I say is gonna stick with somebody and help somebody because it was what I did not have. I'm giving out what I did not have and what helped me. And when I'm long gone, somebody might catch one of my videos and be like, hey, let me try this. It might work. Hey, it worked. Let me keep going. Going. So definitely get that. That's the whole point of my YouTube. You just, brought it back to center with your answer. It resonated with me a whole lot for sure. You guys, hashtag music is life and hashtag like that in the chat. Okay, with the face. Hashtag like that. in the chat. I'm blown away. It's hard to ask the questions because all the answers are amazing. But the next thing is I'm gonna play a clip to the song that caught my ear. Okay. And I'm gonna ask you, what were you thinking? What were you thinking when you created this? Because this is what blew me away. And you guys, I'm going to show y'all. And just let me know, what were you thinking? Let me show you.
She works hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. Ooh yeah. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. Better treat her right. She works hard for the money, so hard for the money. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. Yeah. Shout it thick as grits, and she from Mississippi. That beautiful thing got a grip. She work at Magic City. She always want no blue lamb ties when she.
Let me tell
Come
you
on,
something.
man.
Before you answer this, let me tell you something. My people know that I like old songs, new songs. I mesh them together. That right there was literally a melting pot for my ears. I was like, oh, what? Who is this? And then I went on your page and was blown even further away. I'm surprised I got hair at this point because I was just blown back. The edges snatched, everything. What were you thinking? What were you thinking?
All right, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down. So I learned like doing covers. There's a secret science with covers, right? What's the most iconic R&B song of all time? You know?
Tell me. I'm looking out past the vibe check.
I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston, right?
Yes.
Whose song is it originally? Dolly Parton. Whose song is it originally? It's Dolly Parton. I think Aretha Franklin is a cover, right? What else? I think Share. I think what is it called? Share My World from Mary J. Blige. I think it's called. I never knew to do it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Love like this before.
That's someone else. That's not Mary J. Blige. I think that's Faith Evans. That's Faith Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the music in that is a sample. So sampling and like covers and things that are nostalgic is something I did a lot of research on. I realized there's there's a positive effect that happens with consumers and fans when they hear something that's familiar and you give it to them in a slightly different way, right? And then I have a single coming out that's kind of rock, blues, and country. So I figured to myself, I got to get in character. Because at this stage, making music, I done made, thousands of songs. So for me, what's fun for me is like getting into character. Like that's why I got on a cowboy hat. I've done Afro beats. It's the one that's number 18 right here. This song right here. Yeah. I wore a dashiki every time I worked on the song. I did Afro beat and wore a sombrero. I mean, a Latin song and did a sombrero and co-wrote it with my sister, who's a Spanish teacher, right? Yeah. You feel me? But I like to get into character. So I figured, let me do it in the style of somebody who, like rock and roll, country, R&B, and combine it all. And let me do it like that on purpose. Let me make my voice sound like this on purpose. Let me do it like that on purpose and get into character, And and I do the covers to provide incentive for people to, want to consume my music. Because if I do something you like and I wow you 2 or 3 times, you're going to be more open and receptive to, whatever it is I got, as long as it's closely in that same style. If I did opera, you might be like, I don't like that shit. But that's what I've learned doing covers and making beats. You have to give people a reason to want to, digest your content. Because artists typically are entitled. They think, oh, I'm talented or I look good. You should listen because you put it out versus, no, let me earn your fandom. Let me earn your respect. Let me earn your time and attention because it's valuable. It's a million motherfuckers on earth that do music. Why me? I'm going to show you why. I'm going to keep giving you a reason why. I'm going to wow you a few times. And, hopefully, you'll be receptive to, my content and my music. I've learned, like I say, there's humility and there's humbleness to really, really, truly, be understood in how to really elevate in life. You have to be selfless and aware and absorbent and, give before you can just walk around with your hand like, gimme, and take. You have to give, And I understand that.
A man with a purpose, a plan, and when you show up, you show up. That's all I heard. I heard what you were saying, but I heard man with a purpose, man with a plan, and when you show up for the occasion. You are all in. Like even what you talking about, you dress with the dashiki, you do the hat, you get into character. Listen.
And one more point. My bad. I don't mean to be long-winded. I think these days in music is so oversaturated. I think being unique and being different can stand out more than something that's good.
Listen.
And I always think of Fetty Wap. Yeah, that little baby. It was so unique and so different. He had 3 songs in the top 10 in the Hot 100 in the same year. That's like incredible. It's like he's doing the Michael Jackson numbers. And it's like, to be fair, with respect, he's a dope artist, but would he win a singing competition, you think? Maybe not, right? But his voice was definitely unique. We was all singing, "Baby, won't you come my way?" We was all singing that. Right? Yeah, baby. We was all singing that. Come on. So I try to focus on, what's unique these days,
You're doing a great job, because I was like, whoa, hold on. Look, if I was driving, I would have been like, skirt. Okay, look, what is that?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So my next question for you is, how do you know when a song, a beat, or a project is done? How do you know when you are done? What do you listen for when you're producing?
So over time, I think, and this extends to all creative disciplines, there is a level of taste that you acquire. You know what I'm saying? I think my taste has just evolved because I listen to all genres of music. I've studied every iconic artist. I've listened to interviews. I've studied mannerisms, little idiosyncrasies they might have. I've watched them record, and I interned twice. So I've seen Mariah Carey in session record a song. And she did it in about an hour. And Mariah Carey is an instrument. She could do and sing anything. She'd do it in one take. She might do another take just to see if she can outdo the first one. But, I think taste is like the biggest thing in terms of knowing when something's done. It's kind of sort of, I just kind of know. You feel me? I kind of just know. And I always aim for, I think of songs like movies. There's a rising action, there's a climax, there's a falling action, resolution. And I think furthermore, I've learned that as creatives, we can kind of dictate your response. Think about White Chicks. When y'all saw, what's his name? Terry Crews making my way downtown. Wow, they knew we were gonna laugh.
Yeah.
They knew we were gonna laugh. When we saw White Chicks in the scene where they went to the bathroom and they're in the toilet, we knew that they knew we were gonna laugh. They knew that, bro. They knew that. They knew we were gonna laugh. So I think psychologically you develop an awareness of what people are gonna like, what people are gonna kind of respond to. You know what I mean? And in music, I've been blessed and fortunate to kind of, sort of picked up on some of those things,
Come on. You think you picked up on some? I think you picked up on everything. I'm sitting here like, no, let's push it.
Yeah, I got a very analytical, objective approach to music. Even though it's subjective, it's an art form, but I learned there are some things that are objective. There are some things that are finite, indisputable, you can't argue. Yeah. I'll give you one more gem. I learned something very simple in psychology called the mere exposure effect, which simply states you'll have a positive response to something that you're familiar with. It's like inevitable. Like you'll be likely to have a positive response to something you're familiar with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like smelling a smell. Like if I smell something that I smelled when I was a child, I'm immediately feeling it at home. I'm like, okay, I know this smell.
That aligns with nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? That's why the sampling and covers is like hey, as soon as it comes on, you probably, if I do my job and deliver the art in a compelling way, you're probably gonna like it.
That's right. And with that, you guys, first of all, drop the fire emojis, drop hashtag like that, because if y'all ain't figured out by now, he like that. No, you say not like that. How do you say it? Like that.
I'm not like that. I'm like that.
I got a Memphis accent. I got a Memphis accent, so I gotta like that.
You from Memphis? Okay, yeah. I heard your accent. Hey man, Memphis. I've been to Memphis before. I think I went to the Dove. No, I went to Nashville. I've been to Nashville before. I went to the Dove Awards in 2021. The Dove Awards, it was dope.
So with that, we're gonna move into a game time number 2.
Amen.
Okay. So this right here is, I love this one. Bear with me with my struggle notes. This is Finish the Lyrics. I'm gonna sing one part of a song. When I stop, I'm gonna go like this. and you gotta finish.
All right, we'll
I'm gonna
see.
try.
It's a lot of stuff in my head, but we'll see. Go for it.
Okay. So it's like new, old. Do you want me to give you a hint as to the artist, or you want me to just sing it?
Just sing it. If I can't, then give me a hint.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sing it. Don't judge me. I'm not like that. Okay, here we go. Great. Thank you. Okay, green road.
Hold on. When you started, you like did a whole. What was that? Go again. Go again. Go again. Do it. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me say the song. Okay. Here you go. Green. Green rolled up in leaves, yellow moon, ring, purple light.
Yeah. I don't know the song.
Like a Venus Indigo, Dreaming Indigo by Chris Brown.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, shout out Chris Brown. That's a good one.
My notes, I told you struggle notes.
Wait, that's on the album. Got 50 songs on it. Baby, I ain't had no time listening to all 50 songs now. I love Chris Brown. He a dope artist, but I ain't got time listening to 50 songs. That's too many songs for me, baby. I can't do it, baby.
Okay, let's here go another one. Okay. Tell me what I gotta do to please you. Baby, anything you say, I'll do.
Cause I only wanna make you happy. From the bottom of my heart, it's true.
Okay.
Yeah. Joe.
Yes. That was MySpace days right there. That's a throwback.
Amen.
Okay, next one. Don't listen to what people say they don't know
about you and me. Put it out your mind, cause it's jealousy. They don't know about this here.
Okay. You put your twist on it, look. Okay, here we go. Even though I'm not your man, you're not my girl, I'ma call you mine.
Shawty.
You got it.
Whoa.
You got it. Okay. Okay, here we go. You got me. Okay. Get it together, Dre. Nah.
You gotta do your little wind up.
I don't know what I was doing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. 9 o'clock, home alone, paging you.
Wishing you come over my place.
After a while.
Let me know. You keep talking about the last time that you were here.
You were here. I'm background.
That's good.
Okay,
classic.
Okay. Can I be for real? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love.
And it's out of here. I know the song. Ooh, you just not tight. What is it?
You got it.
Okay.
That's Lloyd. That's Lloyd. Oh, I forgot the name of that song.
She's fine too. She's fine too.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if you know this one. Okay. Meet me in the trap. It's going down. Meet me in the
trap. It's going down. That's Young Jock, right?
Going down. You know the Young Jock going down.
Hey man, that's a good one. They're doing a little back in the day. I remember that.
Yeah, is it called a motorcycle? What was it?
I think it's a motorcycle.
Okay, the next one. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I
need you in my life.
Yeah.
That's Chingy and Tyrese, right?
Yes. I love that. I love that song. I had that one on repeat. Okay. Okay. So I'm from Memphis, and of course I gotta throw my 2 Memphis songs in, maybe 3. How knowledgeable are you with Memphis songs, like the artists that came out of Memphis? I chose people that are known.
A little bit sipping on some scissor. A little bit.
And no, you
More
did.
chicken.
No, you
Hey,
did.
hey.
You
Boy,
got
please.
me.
Whatever.
Listen. I halfway don't want to do them now. You know these songs.
I gotta stay fly. Put on the two. Put on the two. Put on the phone. Off. Put on the
A
two.
little bit.
A little bit.
Okay. Oh God. See, you showing me up. Okay. Here we go. Ever since I could remember, I've been popping my collar, popping my
My
collar, popping
color.
my collar. Ever since.
Ever since I can remember, I've been popping my color. Popping my color. I remember that song. That was a hit.
I chose an easy one too because I didn't know how knowledgeable you would be. You gonna get this one. I'm gonna throw the bonus one in there after this one to see. This one is a ringer, but the one that I got is, you know, it's hard out here for a pimp when he trying to.
Get the money for the rent.
Yeah,
No,
he ain't no,
time having gas money spent.
he
Woke
ain't
up a
no.
whole lot of bitches jumping shit up. Yeah.
Okay, do you know who Player Fly is?
Ooh, no, you got
No.
me.
Okay, I'm gonna try this song. You might know it, you might not. If you don't, it's a Memphis classic, but it might be super deep in the trenches. But here we go. Nobody needs nobody. All I need is me and my dog. So
I don't know.
yeah, it's an old song, but it's Nobody Needs Nobody by Player Fly if you get a chance to listen to. But anyway, you did
Shout
so
out them.
good. Look, I'm
Shout out
impressed.
them.
You
Shout out
got
them.
me. You got me. You got me when you said a little bit, and then you come out swinging with the classics. You said sipping on some scissor. Like a lot of people do not know that. What? Sipping on some sip, sipping on some sip, sipping on some
Classic.
scissor. Sipping on what? Okay. With that, that's the end of the.
Wait, that's your segue.
Wait, what you mean?
That's your segue. And with that, that's your segue. I'm on to you. I'm fucking on to you. And with that, that's your segue. That's how you get to the next fucking thing. And with that,
I got tears. That is my.
studied you too, huh,
You got me
motherfucker?
a run for my money, okay?
And with that, with what? With what? What's the that? What is it with?
It's just what we did. Okay, we're done with game time. Oh my God, listen, you giving me a run for my money.
And with that,
okay. Like that. Okay. I want to know, what have you been listening to recently? What, I know you produce music, and I know I've heard people say that they don't really listen to other artists or whatever, but what have you been listening to recently?
man, I would say to people that make music and they don't listen to other music, get off your high horse, bro. You got to study and absorb the culture. You got to know where music is at for you to make music and where you can exist in the world to either gain new fans and gain an audience or stand out and be different. But you got to study. Man, artists I listen to now, man, I'm really into there's a new country artist that I just discovered. I mean, he's larger than life, named Morgan Wallen. He got some stuff I like. I like the tone. I really like an artist named Breland. He like kind of like a he's an artist that really can do anything, but he kind of does like country trap, kind of like Old Town Road and R&B gospel. Like he's dope. And then I think on the female side, the artists that I like, I'm a big Beyonce fan, of course. I gotta respect the queen. Who else? I'm into Coco Jones. I like who else do I like? I like Jazzy. She's a songwriter notoriously that is now getting her shot as an artist. So I kind of identify with that, getting your chance as an artist. Her name's Jazzy. She signed to Diddy, actually. And then I would say my artist Chevy. You know what I'm saying? Got a root for the whole team. My artist Chevy, you feel me? But yeah, and then my goddamn self. Those are artists that I like. Those are artists that I like because they're like that.
Like that. Okay. So, what role, I told you I pray and I just share my experiences on my channel, and I don't push it on everybody. I just do God the way I do God, and if it works for you too, then it works for you, and you can get on this train with me. I want to ask you, what role has God and prayer played on your journey?
Oh, the biggest. I know that I'm a product of His blessings and His understanding and His guidance and me listening and Him teaching me the lessons. Some lessons I had to learn the hard way because I was an idiot, but some lessons, He was able to teach me, a little less problematically. But I would say, I'm in everything. I think I mentioned before, like I done took a few L's. I done hit rock bottom a few times, and I think each time, I had God to kind of listen to me, absorb my issues and my problems, then try to nudge me in the right direction. Because I believe that faith without work is dead. Like you could pray all day, but if you don't get up and go make it happen, only so much will happen. I think. So I think God has played a huge part of my life, and I don't know. Me and God have a cool relationship because I feel like I can do things here on earth, and He look down and be like, "There you go, little nigga, good job." So I'm thankful for sure.
Okay. And has there been times where you had to completely rely, and I'm pretty sure you've already touched on it. Has there been times where you had to completely rely on God or prayer to get you through a project or to draw inspiration from during you working on a project?
Not a project, but a life thing. I was homeless when I lived in Hollywood. I was homeless in a Honda in Hollywood for about 4 months. I just kind of fell on hard times. And I remember like my lowest point, I remember saying to myself with tears in my eyes, God, please just don't let me die. I didn't care about food. I didn't care about clothes. I didn't care about money. I didn't care about nothing. I was like, if I could just stay alive, I'll have a shot to change my life. That's at the bottom. That's like the breaking point. You feel me? So I think God in that moment kind of just said, just keep living, live to fight another day. And I think slowly but surely I was able to put some pieces together. I sold a beat for $100, and I was like, man, like I can do this to make money. So music really saved my life. You feel me? That's why I take it so serious. And, I'm in love with music, and music loved me back. And, I'm thankful for it because, this shit saved my life. You feel me? This ain't I want to be cool, so I'm going to do music. Like, nah, this shit saved my life. You heard? But I would say moments like that for sure.
Definitely makes
sense. And one thing I'll say about this is important that I say this. When you analyze struggle and adversity and sacrifice in the music industry, just in life, period, I think the thing that kind of helped me get past the hump was sometimes it might be a rite of passage. God might have purposely made you struggle and made you sacrifice and made you endure to really see how bad do you really want it and to try to build character. Because I can say at the times when I was my lowest, things like discipline, commitment, focus, execution, and me realizing have fun with the process on the journey or the lessons I learned when I was, on my ass. So I kind of feel like I used to have this, I had to struggle and I had this negative thing. Now it's kind of like, it was unfortunate. It happened, but it's a rite of passage. And I always think someone else could have had it worse, or someone that might have been homeless for 8 months instead of 4, or all kind of things. So I kind of use it as like fuel, and it's positive for me now. It's not this, oh man, I had to struggle, came up from the mud. I don't look at it that way, because if you look at all our idols and people we look up to, everybody had to struggle and endure something. You know the story about Oprah. Oprah done been through all kind of stuff. Leonardo DiCaprio won an Oscar a few years back. I think he went on 100 auditions before he finally got something. You know what I mean? Like everybody faces rejection and has to go through hardship. It's just kind of a rite of passage to truly be great. So to everybody out there that might have endured something or went through something, it's okay. I'm sorry that happened to you. I hope that you can recover. I hope that you can take that experience and really truly build and get better and just be sharper between the ears. And that, God will bless you as well, too. I hope that for everybody who's ever been through something.
That's why I always say don't give up. That's another purpose behind my channel. It's just like I share all of my struggles with them, transparent with what has happened to me in my life and the losses. Then I got a video coming out next week called Take This L, aka lesson, because it's never a loss, it's always a lesson. So I got like the big L on there. But speaking on exactly what I talk about in that video. So I'm here for it. I totally understand. That's even from self-experience. And I'm pretty sure our stories is never our stories alone. Somebody else is going through whatever we have gone through. It's just like so good that you kept pushing, and you so transparent with sharing what you have gone through, so people can be like, okay, I'm here, but it don't always last. This don't stay. This is just for a moment. This too shall pass. I used to hear older people saying that when I was younger. I'm like, they just got those sayings. No, literally, this too shall pass. Like, it's not here to stay. But I'm glad you said that.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. What projects do you have coming up and when? And do you have any favorites of your new projects?
So I have a single called Sundress Season.
Mm-hmm.
That's dropping May 5th, available on all platforms. Pre-save on Spotify if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
This song is a song that combines elements of blues, country, and R&B and rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a song that's glorifying women of all shapes and sizes and nationalities and, everything. And, just the elegance and the beauty of, a sundress, a classic fashionable garment that I know people love around the world love to wear. And this song is just highlighting and celebrating that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out May 5th.
May 5th. You guys mark that in your calendars. Okay, go ahead and pre-save it on all platforms. You heard that.
Sundress Season.
Yes, because he liked that. So definitely mark it on all platforms if you have them. Yes. I feel like I need to dance with you. I feel like I gotta do something.
Come on, man. I'm happy, man. God is in here. I'm feeling good.
He is good. He's good. You can say that again. Okay.
Right.
You just answered it, but social media. Thinking social media. Where can people find you on social media? I have you scrolling across on the bottom on IG, your IG name, but where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at I am Davis Chris. Boom.
Boom.
See how I did a dramatic pause? See how you were like really waiting for what I had to say? I've learned things. I'm really an actor. Dramatic pause. Try it. But yeah, on Twitter, I'm Mr. Davis Chris, I think. On YouTube, Davis Chris, everything Davis Chris. Tap in with the kid. I love to, connect with fans and talk to people. And, if you're trying to work, hit me up. You might have to come with a little check. But, it's all good. We'll figure it out because I'm like that. But, yeah, man, Davis Chris on all platforms, man. Get with it or get lost. Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all. Right? Let's get it.
Okay. And do you have any shout outs? And do you want to give your signature send off? Once you give yours, I'm going to give a shout out and then we're going to close this thing on out. And
man, shout out my bro, Will with the exclamation. Shout out my bro, Shane Foster. Shout out my sis, Chevy. Shout out my actual sister, Crystal Davis. Mom and dad, I love y'all. And you've been rocking with the boy, Davis Chris. I'm getting with it. I'm getting ignorant. I'm getting back to business. And I'm like that. You feel me? Not like that, but like that. You feel me? And man, it's been a pleasure and a joy rocking with you. And I appreciate you and I thank you.
Thank you so much. I also want to, so for those of you who have not heard the fire that I dropped in the beginning, I'm going to drop some more fire. But before I do that, I know you guys know I got to give a shout out to Mint Foodie. Mint Foodie definitely helps with the background production on these music interviews. I know that you guys love them so much. I appreciate the support behind it, the fire behind it. I appreciate everybody who shows up. I appreciate you for having a yes in your pocket. It was an immediate yes, and you're so personable and amazing. This has been so amazing. I can't even stress. I put express and stress together. I said I can't express.
Hey man, it's a new word.
That'll be a new word. I can't express how appreciative and how fun this has been. You have literally broke my tradition with the hashtag. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a million different hashtags floating in this chat. And with that, you guys, I'm about to drop some fire on y'all ears, and I will see y'all back with another one. I love you. Me love you long time. Bye.
Thank you.
They say one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, I'm that confident dark-skinned nigga finna apply that pressure. Your ex nigga, don't forget about him. Body look like it need a pounded on the G-spot when I was bouncing. Now you smell like a president. I got different perspectives. Yeah, I hope you get the message. Because I'm straightforward and I'm pretty blunt. I know what you really want. Someone you can love, oh yeah. Naturally, I'm just that guy. Naturally, I'm on a high. Naturally, I don't know why. Naturally, if I just jumped off my roof, you might say that I'm naturally fly. I'm joking, but when I was down on my luck and I ain't give a fuck, I was suicide. My excuses were so useless, but now I'm thugging on niggas like Michael Jordan. I'm important. Yo, chick call me when she horny, cause you boring. Like her. Let me talk to you.